someone like that and find you like Baba Yaga.
What up, y'all? Welcome back to the next episode of Don't Do That on Epic Fridays. Hopefully y'all's weekend is starting off great. It's supposed to be beautiful out. You guys better be enjoying it. So, got some news on our beloved Selena Perez. Her murderer is up for parole.
It's been 30 full years.
Almost 30 full years.
Almost 34?
Almost 30 full years. It will not be 30 years until March 31st.
Okay.
And then we also have our comment clowns, of course. But we also have a pastor sentenced on aggravated assault charge here in Michigan. And we have comment clowns, which are even funnier.
Comment clowns.
They enjoy my day.
So much fun.
But we'll address them
last, because Selena, of course, is the top story. Almost 30 years ago.
Yeah. The
movie, Jennifer Lopez portrayed her. Just.
It was tragic.
Yeah, man.
What kind of what are your topics today?
Dawn Robinson of the iconic super R&B group In Vogue, also of pretty popular group at the time, Lucy Pearl, with Ali from Tribe Called Quest and Raphael Sadiq from Tony. I got a story on her about the last 3 years of her life. She has been living in her car.
Wow.
So, yeah, we'll talk about that.
Oh. Gelato 33.
Smoke of the
Smoke of the F from House of Dank. That is my spot.
That is the spot.
That is the spot, and you guys should be going there. Like I said, before noon. From Sunday to Thursday before noon, 15% off anything that's not on a deal.
Yep, and that is on you. That is the location, US 127, right? US 127. Make sure you mention myself, Robert Summers, or Candy Summers.
And yeah, go ahead and let them know who sent you there.
Tell them you was watching Don't Do That.
Right.
And you decided to do that.
And you decided to do that. Exactly. Exactly. So, all right. So, Selena Quintanilla Perez was a very young singer. Very young. She was 23 years old before she died. She was murdered 2 weeks before her 24th birthday. Now, Yolanda Saldovar is the woman that had murdered her. Yeah. She now apparently feels like a political prisoner at this time, so...
I don't have much to say about that.
Now, according to a Texas Department of Criminal Justice officials, Saldovar has maintained a pristine prison record. Kind of has no choice. She's currently housed at the Patrick O'Daniel unit in Gatesville, Texas. The unit also houses women in the state on death row. Saldovar has also maintained that she did not mean to kill her former boss, and she continues to claim her death was accidental. I don't know how you accidentally shoot somebody in the back, but here we are.
Okay.
While you are still sitting in prison. Now,
accident. Okay.
She had embezzled over $60,000 from her fan club and clothing boutiques. And she was a registered nurse. Saldovar was a registered nurse who became close friend and president of Selena's fan club. Now, in March 2020... Ooh. Whoops. Now, Saldovar is 64 years old.
Ooh.
She was shot in the back at the Days Inn Hotel in Corpus Christi, Texas. Now, after killing Selena, I realized what I did wrong. Sorry. Now, after killing Selena, She put herself in the truck, or in her pickup truck, threatened to kill herself, and then she was captured and pleaded not guilty, but was charged in first-degree murder and was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 30 years. Now, it has been 30 years. Now, the defense has claimed that she was trying to kill herself instead of Selena. But again, like I stand, how do you shoot somebody in the back on accident? Now, if she is released, she plans on living with her relatives and even getting a job. It must be nice to be able to go live with your relatives and be with family while Selena is dead and her family doesn't get to see her no more, even though it's 30 years. But
30 years, it's 30 years. But.
So, now in March 2024, a Saldovar relative told the New York Post, enough is enough. She feels like she's a political prisoner at this point. She's ready to get out of jail because she believes she has more than served her time. Now that is obviously a relative of Mrs. Saldovar, and hopefully she doesn't have to worry about knowing what the feeling is.
I'm biting my tongue on this whole thing.
Yeah, you go ahead and bite your tongue because a woman can rot in prison for all I care.
I'm biting my tongue.
Now her parole hearing is held March 30th, one day before the 30th anniversary of Selena's death. She also says, Saldovar says that there is a bounty on her head from some of the inmates in prison because, well, she literally was the queen of that music, period. You took her away from people, and people are not happy about any of it. Now, Chris Perez, which is her husband, had stated that he doesn't want, I don't want that to happen because of what she has done and how many people she's hurt. Selena is no longer here with us, but I've also gotten to see the pain that it's caused her family and to, of course, myself. Just seeing the hurt and the ups and downs we have to still go through, it's something that to this day really upsets me, and that's understanding it. That I don't think I'll ever not feel this way. They live with knowing that all the things that Selena and her husband could have done together, and that she could have done as an artist, as a businesswoman, and as a woman coming into her power, what she could have become. What this woman could have become if her life wasn't taken from her and not by accident. I still stand on it. You don't accidentally shoot somebody in the back. Alright, you were caught red-handed. You were caught stealing over $60,000 worth of fucking merchandise from people who were basically taking care of you and treating you as family, and you murder her. Yeah, you did spend 30 years in prison. Yes, your prison record is pristine. Well, I would too, because you have to watch your back. People are wanting to kill you. And that's never going to end. Do you know how many people are probably going to be waiting for you outside of the prison? Just to get a piece of you? Thoughts?
My thoughts on this is, okay, so look, 30 years is a long time. You killed somebody, though. You took someone's family away from them. You took someone's possibilities of children,
Man, the
possibilities
that
of
woman could have
marriage,
brought.
possibilities of more music that made people feel a certain way. And it's a bunch of stuff going on with fans and family and friends that are going to be upset that even after the 30 years, you get to live your life, but this person is gone.
Right.
They will never be heard from again. No one will ever touch them, talk to them, hear anything from them.
Go spend time with your family and hopefully get a job and a normal life.
I get both sides of it.
I don't. I mean, at the end of the day, you still murdered somebody. You murdered somebody in, like, cold blood, basically, and then locked yourself into your truck to try to commit suicide because you knew you messed up. But you were too much of a vagina to take yourself out. You took somebody's life. Somehow, that life needs to be returned. You probably should have did it.
Alright, so Steph Curry has gotten to the point now where he not only is making NBA records, but he has now reached a point where someone will have to break his record. He has now achieved 4,000 career three-pointers, a feat that no other NBA player in the history of the NBA has achieved. This is the first time that this has happened. It's all over the internet, and so hats off to Steph Curry. Hats off to Steph Curry.
You are literally in the great area now.
All right. Now, speaking on Dawn Robinson, of course, of In Vogue, Hold On, Free Your Mind, let's see. And then you have Lucy Pearl, where she was in a group with Ali of Tribe Called Quest, and Raphael Sadiq of Tony. It has been all over YouTube and all over the internet in the past 2 days that this woman has been living in her car for the past 3 years. Now, I saw a report that said she was worth $5 million, and that report was only a month or a couple months old. So I'm going to look further into this story because I saw a clip of Jermaine Dupri after he watched the footage, and because I didn't watch the whole thing, he said that he noticed that she mentioned her assistant. Now, I've been homeless, and trust me, when you homeless, and especially if you down bad for 3 whole years,
you ain't got no assistant.
You ain't got no assistant, baby. So I need to know what's real. Are you really living in your car? Is this clickbait? Are you trying to get attention? Are you trying to draw people to you so that you can release some music and you can snowball off of this, kind of like Dank DeMoss was doing, knowing damn well her big ass couldn't fit in that lift but got that man fired, and now she's all over the internet because now she's like the new Lizzo.
Yeah, that's like, but Lizzo actually put in the work. But
yeah, but I'm saying,
I mean, the difference between
the game is weird now.
It is weird. Izzo put in the work. I mean, she had a little help with, Ozempic or whatever. But, Dank over there.
Dank DeMoss.
Dank Stank over there.
Yeah.
They can't fit into no, absolutely not. I would have drove off. I wouldn't have said nothing to your big ass.
No. One last thing before I go, and then we'll cut back to Potts because she has one more heavy for you, is I want to say in the last 28 days, 53 new subscribers.
Nice, guys.
Hats off to you guys. Want to thank you so much. This one's for you. We appreciate you. We appreciate the engagement.
We'll get called demons.
Even with the comment clowns, we always appreciate the engagement.
Always do.
You can't troll us. We're used to it. We have thick skins. We will go back and forth with you, and it will make our day. We'll just laugh.
I'm a millennial,
baby. We'll just laugh at you. So
I am not worried about you.
Go ahead and do your worst.
Exactly. All right. So was it on me? It is on me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, if you recall that I had talked about a few pastors, Catholic ones specifically,
trying to put their hands in the cookie jar.
Literally in the cookie jar.
For real.
And they wanted, some people wanted, investigation, but they wanted somebody outside of the church to do the investigation, but the church had shot it down because, God forbid, they have outsiders come in and do their job instead of having, internal people like the police do their job. So they now have a pastor sentenced on aggravated assault charge. Now it's real brief, so I'll just basically tell you what it is. Now on March 25th, 2025, Judge Joshua Farrell met back in the courtroom with Harold Norman Cole Jr. for sentencing on a charge from November of 2024. Cole is a former pastor of Farewell Trinity Baptist Church. The original charge was second-degree CSC, criminal sexual conduct, dating back to June. Well, for those that may be
might actually not be nasty and not know nothing about that.
Dating back to June of 2021 from a state outside of Michigan, a victim reported the incident to authorities in the state where he lives, and a warrant was obtained for the arrest of Cole on Halloween of last year. Now, the judge had acquitted Cole from that initial charge for second-degree CSC in his March hearing. Cole did plead nolo contender or no contest to the charge of aggravated assault. When the defendant pleads no contest, they do not admit guilt, but accept the punishment as if they were guilty, because you're guilty. Like, you're guilty. That's saying you're guilty without saying you're guilty. That's just basically what it is. This type of plea can lead to a conviction that has the same immediate effects as a guilty plea, but it generally cannot be used against the defendant in future civil cases related to the same incident. Basically, all that is saying, hey, we're just not gonna, use that against you, even though we know that you're a nasty individual. Now, the official sentencing from the judge is aggravated assault with 365 days in the county jail, 18 months probation, as well as several fines. Cole will return to court to review on 10/6/2026 of next year. Now, I don't understand how people can get such a bare minimum amount of time for criminal sexual conduct.
What's the skin color?
You know what it is. There's no need to even say.
Hey, let me tell you something. On some real shit, it is quite obvious that I'm not racist. My mom didn't raise me like that. As far as I'm concerned, we all bleed red blood. If I got into an accident and you had the same blood type as me, and you was white, or you was brown, or you was yellow, or whatever color, I would live, because you're human and I'm human. I see color, but it's just ridiculous.
The thing is I just don't get the fact,
dude,
that whenever you're allowed to touch on kids or adult, well, forcibly, whether or not it's kids or adult, you don't ever force yourself upon nobody, especially kids. All right, that's an extremely no. And for you to get 365 days in the county jail, not prison,
because you would get excused where someone else would get, I don't know, jumped by 14, 15 police officers on camera, but you
get 365 days, 18 months probation, fines and costs. And then on top of it, to plead no contest, basically, to a charge like that, and basically when you plead no contest, that it can't be used against you in court. But you basically pled guilty, basically, is what you did. You get the same charges. I don't know why we allow people to get off so easy with this shit. Parents, you should be ashamed of yourselves for allowing them to get off so easy.
I think that we should.
You guys, that shit just really disgusts
with
me.
The punishments for some of these
Yeah,
crimes.
I think being a eunuch needs to be coming back, because that's really disgusting.
Man, Lord Varys.
Right? No kidding. Let's see about the comic clowns have to say about stuff like that.
Wait a minute. Go to that. Go to the comic clowns.
I'm on my way right now.
Man,
actually,
who
I'm
was that
trying.
That asked? You wait till you hear these. I can't even leave.
All
the
right,
camera
so
yet. Wait, go ahead. I can't even go in.
Now this is off of if you go back, Proud Boys get judged for a church vandalism stunt.
So did they get mad because we was talking about the Proud Boys?
I don't know, but it has 15 comments on it so far.
Nice.
So somebody
Love the engagement.
It's called Labs Specimen 7402. Lab Specimen, yes. So I mean, it starts off.
First comment clown of the episode. Let's go.
Starts off.
What does he say that makes him a comment?
It just starts off. Openly doing drugs will probably hurt your viewership. Just because it's legal doesn't make it smart.
Oh, wait. Didn't I just say 53 new subscribers in the last 28 days? put that right there. Okay, continue.
Now, he had commented, appreciate your opinion, your engagement. However, we have grown the channel by over 250 subscribers since December 1st, so I think we'll be okay. Besides, people who are offended by us being real don't need to be watching our channel anyway. Now,
I'm just keeping it real.
the specimen says 250, like, question mark. Damn, I'm not offended. I'm saying you're an idiot for openly doing drugs, which is backed by the fact that you don't realize what it's looking like. I know a woman who plays drums who has 1.5 million followers. Mm-hmm. She has talent. You are an idiot. Okay, and people sitting there with their cats get over 500 views. And that takes no talent.
Everyone has their own lane. Everyone has their own lane.
We then say, yeah, the crazy thing about it is the action figure collecting has become an adult hobby, so I don't think I have to worry about the kids. They are watching video game walkthrough videos, etc. They might watch the action figure review show or my music videos, though.
But they ain't watching, don't do that.
Says, no, you don't give a shit about the kids. Glad you know what all children do, so you can be irresponsible. Why not just grow up and make decent videos? You can be stoned or even drunk. Do it off camera. Next comment, I will demonize your videos. Yes, I can. So
let me hit that one, because I didn't even see that comment right there.
that's when I started coming.
This dude is hilarious, because yes, there are podcasts where people do not smoke, they do not drink, and that is their choice.
That is perfectly cool. We watch people like that ourselves.
Podcast, we do what we want to do in where we do it. So it is our choice, and we appreciate the engagement, but you don't run shit but your mouth. And I keep telling people that if you have a problem, the option to click away from the video once you see that you're not feeling it and scroll past it is still there. That option is still available to you. You don't believe me? Try it.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Swipe up.
Try it. It works. Trust me.
It really does work.
It does.
Then I come in. I'm like, it is what it is. At the end of the day, it's no different than what goes on in real life. You like what you like. I'm not responsible for other people's children at the end of the day. Thanks for your comments and viewership. Continue enjoying what makes you happy. Again, whatever makes you happy, then watch it. I show no judgment. We watch John Campia. We watch Uncle Tim's rants and reviews.
We watch
Emergency
Prime. Awesome. We watch The Strong Collectors and X-Men 87.
I watch Caesar Milan. I watch Dog Whisperer sometimes.
And you know the thing. And you know who else we watch? We watch the Joe Budden podcast. We watch Inside of You podcast with the guy that played Lex Luthor, Michael Rosenbaum. Okay, I was going to say a brain freezing on his name, but I don't, because he was in Smallville, and I used to love Smallville. So we watch that, and we also watch Drink Champs. You might not know anything about Drink Champs, but Drink Champs has, they drink and they smoke on the podcast.
And they get millions of views.
Millions of views. So. And you're going to say, oh, well, they're famous, so wait a minute, so they're famous, so they have a bigger reach than we do to the kids that you're supposedly defending and stepping up and putting the S on your chest, right? Yeah, grow up. Scroll past it. You don't like it, you idiot, you clown.
That person then says, but you are responsible for your reckless behavior. How you present yourself matters, which reminds me of something. You should have ignored this. Oh, so what exactly do I remind you of? Go ahead and say it so we can all see the true colors of you. And why would I stay out of this? This is my stuff. This is mine. Don't do that. This is mine. This is my stuff you are commenting on. I am grown and, yes, responsible for my own actions and what I do. But again, I am a grown adult and I do as I please. Go ahead. I can do as I please. And you may want to, you may not want to hold your breath, because I don't give 0 fucks.
I really don't.
So, demonetize me. Go ahead.
How can you demonetize a station that hasn't been monetized yet? You're hilarious. You're hilarious.
And again, I don't understand how you can demonetize anybody for this podcast.
All I can say
I don't
is
get how you can demonetize somebody, even if we are demonetized.
I'm gonna issue this challenge to people. People that have a problem with this podcast, I feel like they have a problem with this podcast because they see a mixed couple. They see a black man doing what a black man wants to do. They see ownership, because we wouldn't be able to do what we want to do and say what we want to do unless we owned every bit of what you see. So they're jealous of that. And then I will spin back around to they're mad because interracial couple. So get your racist, closed-minded ass off our channel and keep scrolling.
Exactly. And then the last one, which was actually on Wednesday's episode. It happened on Wednesday's episode.
Is this the last one?
Yes.
Okay.
It's Jason Doris-IP6QP. Which one of you two got AIDS first?
Oh.
That one tickles me.
HIV negative, you clown.
So I wanted to know which one of his father's balls he had on his mouth before he left the house, because he has no life. You have been on there for 1 year, so it shows you scroll. That's all you there. Scroll the troll. That's all you do. So again, I ask, which one of your father's balls do you have in your mouth before he leaves to go get the milk to make sure he comes back home to you?
Oh, both of them?
Possibly both of them. Looking like a chipmunk. Now, that is all we have for you today, guys. Thanks again for coming in and tuning in with us. So again, hopefully we don't get demonetized. So don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and get notified. And we'll see you next time on Mad as Hell Monday. Peace.
Peace.